Hello and welcome, my friends, to another Tuesday update day video. We have got a whole post to go through from Rockstar. However, I'm gonna mix this one up a little bit. Typically I don't do this, but this video is coming out about 12 hours removed from when it normally would because Rust raids are awesome and I get really tired. So we're gonna start with the coolest piece of information first, and then I'm gonna read the rest of the post just because I feel like that's gonna be most beneficial for your guys' time. Basically, the cool thing here is the elimination series, and I know a lot of people have been asking about this for a while. I have a weird feeling people aren't gonna be super happy with the way it was implemented, but I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. But personally, I'm happy with it, but I just have a weird feeling about this. So we're gonna jump into it, and then we're gonna cover the rest of the post. All right, so the elimination series actually says, elimination series, no second chances, one life, everything depends on how you use it in the new elimination series playlist. Available from the Red Dead Online menu screen, you can jump into the elimination series to compete and make it count with the bow and arrow or throwing knives in a variety of locales, or jump into the elimination series large variant to take on gun rush in larger groups. Just take part in the elimination series and you'll get a 30% boost on XP and Red Dead Online money. And on top of that, if you win a match in the elimination series playlist, you'll get 60 high velocity ammo for each class of gun: pistol, revolver, repeater, and rifle. And it doesn't say if that's only once or repeatedly, so it'd be really cool if this is like an easy way to farm ammo. Super down for that. But what I think is really cool is that they separated Make It Count and Gun Rush. So people who are really into Gun Rush don't have to go play Make It Count, because I know the people who are into Gun Rush really weren't a fan of Make It Count, and you don't make nearly as much money in Make It Count. Elimination Series Large it sounds like pretty much just Gun Rush, which I think is really cool, because I know people have been like, why does Gun Rush have its own game mode? And it sounds like they're gonna add some other larger versions of elimination modes. Not really sure exactly what those could be quite yet, but it does look like that's the direction they're heading in, considering that's the way that they're starting to format their menu. But now we have Showdown Series Large and Small and Normal, and then we have Elimination Series Normal and Large. So I think this is a great answer to what the community has been asking for. But we do have to start covering the rest of the update now, which I am the first one to admit this is pretty rehashy. There is some new clothes though. And then there's a bonus this week that I would argue is a little bit of a gimme bonus, because it's 25% off all tonics. You shouldn't be purchasing tonics at all. If you're purchasing tonics, you need to just learn where the herbs are and spend the 20 minutes in free roam. You'll be able to make more tonics than you could buy, especially because herbs respawn. Very easy. But yeah, at the end of the day, you really should be just making your tonics instead of buying them. But if you are somebody who plays Showdown Series a lot, maybe you've got a lot of money, you don't really care, this might just save you a couple of cents in the Showdown pre-game lobbies, etc. But like I said, you should really just be focusing on gathering your herbs. But there is that discount this week. And then we're gonna start at the top now. Red Dead Online final week for rank 10 and 20 care packages, new clothing, XP bonuses, emotes, and more. For those who have still yet to hit ranks 10 and 20 in Red Dead Online, you have until June 24th to cross these thresholds and earn a pair of special one-time care packages stuffed with valuable ammo and provisions. Players who are at least rank 10 will get premium hunting supplies, including baits to lure game, 20 small game arrows that help you deliver clean kills to smaller animals, and poison arrows for taking down large and dangerous prey. You'll also get 20 fire arrows to take into combat. If you hit at least rank 20 by June 24th, you also get useful provisions from 5 tins of Jolly Jacks to fortify your Deadeye meter with a gold outer bar, and 3 oregano big game meat that'll give your stamina a gold core. Now, they do reiterate the care packages here, but like I said, that was in last week's video. I will reiterate them now because I feel like it's going to be easier than telling you guys go to last week's video, but this is pretty rehashy. So the rank 10 bonus care package from last week was 20 small game arrows, 20 fire arrows, 20 poison arrows, 5 predator bait, and 5 herbivore bait. And then the really dope care package from last week, which is the level 21, is 3 minty big game meat, 3 oregano big game meat, 3 thyme big game meat, 10 baked beans, 10 corned beef, 10 canned salmon, 5 Jolly Jacks, 5 cocaine gum, 5 moonshine, 5 gin, 5 guarma rum, and 5 fine brandy. Now, I do really like if you remember from last week, I do really like both of these care packages. I think they are great. I think they were a great move by Rockstar. I think it is a little lame that they literally were like, oh, well, we got good feedback for that, so let's just stretch that out over another week. But I mean, hey man, it's business. You can't be mad at everything, right? So, and then they've got a really cool picture here of somebody who I think might be in that new free roam event that they added. I'm not sure. I've actually been super unsuccessful trying to load into it. I spent a few hours one day literally just free roaming lobbies trying to get a free roam invite, and I just couldn't get to it. And then I saw one of my friends was in it, and I tried to join their thing, and it didn't work. So it's been a big mess trying to get into it. So if you guys have played it, I know it seems kind of terrible. I wanted to try it for myself myself, but I haven't tried it. However, it does kind of look like that is what is happening here, just because this guy is, I mean, that or he's robbing the train. I kind of doubt he's robbing a train though, just because that would be a pretty big way to plug heists in this update. But regardless, I think he's just wearing some of the new clothes there, or yeah, I think it's a boy, right? I can't really tell, to be honest with you. But regardless, it says the Wheeler, Rawson & Co. catalog editions. The latest additions to the Wheeler, Rawson & Co. catalog in Red Dead Online include the Lightfoot pants, a novel design which features slit pockets at the front and statement stitching around the waist, knees, and sidearms. You can also ring Freedom's bell with the eagle-adorned Austin boots. This week's Wheeler, Rawson & Co. catalog inventory also includes a trio of limited stock items: the grand, fully lined deerskin Charo jacket, which features a hand-stitched brocade, I have no idea what that means, and fancy brass buttons on the breast and cuffs. There's also the striking Vaquero Baroque spurs, hand-tooled embossed leather spurs with ornate 8-point rowels, and the Clemen coat. A stunning two-tone design, this coat features soft, tiered, top-grain leather and fancy brass buttons. And then they dropped the hissy fit emote as well. We don't really cover the emotes here. I mean, I think I've done 1 or 2 emote showcases just because that was like when they dropped or whatever. But, you know, honestly, we don't really cover that kind of stuff here. It's basically just your guy flailing your arms around. You're more than welcome to go to the tailor and check that out if you want. But yeah, so that is pretty much the entire update from this week. It's literally, like I've said a lot of times in here, it's a big rehash. So there was a few new clothes, and then they literally just regrouped the game modes that were already in the game. There was no new game mode that dropped. There's no but pretty much anything. Like I said, there is a few new pieces of clothes. However, those are just going to go into limited stock anyway, so, and they don't particularly look that great, to be honest with you. I'm sure there is a lot of people who are going to be able to, like, this is finally the best piece for your outfit, and more power to you. But as a whole, I didn't think this was that good of an update, and more because I thought this update was great last week, and so to see it kind of stretched out over 2 weeks just feels a little disingenuous to me. But all in all, last week I was really satisfied. I was like, if you go back and watch the video, if you remember watching the video, I was like, wow, these are really good care packages. And I think it was great, but I don't really think it was that cool to stretch it out over another week. I guess it could be considered as they're extending the bonuses, but they should have just extended the bonuses and then given another care package. However, I do think this elimination series thing with the 60 high velocity free ammo and the 30% XP and Red Dead Online money, I think that's dope. I think you guys should all go take advantage of it. So like I said, you know, pieces of this are really good, but a lot of it's a rehash. So, but that could also be because they're getting really focused on these new roles, and they've got a lot of dev hours focused on them, etc. So they're just not really focused on the current player base. They're just trying to, you know, maintain it until something comes out, which is pretty much how Rockstar plays their games. So I don't know. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in here on towards the end on this, because even though I know I get some hate for it when I say that this update isn't very good, people are like, oh, you just hate Rockstar. I'm like, no, I don't. I actually really like Rockstar. It's just I'm more than happy to call them on their bullshit, because I mean, that's kind of how the world works, you know what I mean? Regardless though, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys did like this video. I'll see you guys very soon with a brand new Red Dead Online video. Peace.